Good morning. It's 6 a.m. here on the East Coast. Welcome to Fox and Friends, and we begin with the Fox News Alert.
Yeah, it's tragic. Dozens are dead and about 100 more hurt after a terrible fire tore through a bar during a New Year's Eve party in Switzerland.
Chanley Painter joins us now with the details. Good morning, Chanley.
Hey, good morning. So it happened at a bar in Crans, Montana, a luxury ski resort town some 2 hours from the Swiss capital of Bern. Police say an explosive fire ripped through a bar called La Constellation during a New Year's celebration. Several dozens of people are presumed to have been killed. One local outlet reporting up to 40 people are dead. Police say around 100 people are also injured, some very seriously.
Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot hide it from you. We are shaken by what happened last night. On behalf of the command of the police, I extend my deepest sympathy to the victims and the families affected by this tragedy.
Now, the cause of the reported explosion and subsequent fire is unknown at this time. Swiss authorities say this was not a terror attack. We're also learning local hospitals' intensive care unit, one of them, is full, so victims are actually having to be transferred to other area hospitals. And this is an area that is heavily visited by tourists from all over the world. Officials say that several nationalities are among the victims in this tragedy that is continuing to develop. And we're continuing to learn more, guys, as well.
Yeah, Chanley, you know, that last point there you raised about the international tourists, for our viewers to understand, this is one of the most internationally renowned ski resorts. They routinely have some of the Olympic competitions to qualify there. So it's likely that this location, this bar they were celebrating, would have been a top sort of Swiss Alps destination for tourists, not just the locals.
Exactly. In fact, they're asking locals to be very cautious because the emergency services there are so inundated with victims at this time. But you're correct. I mean, this is a world-renowned resort town. In fact, next month, they're holding the World Championship in alpine skiing. So, again, people from all over the world visiting, especially for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day holiday there. This is a very popular bar where this explosion and fire happened. And the authorities are saying that with so many victims from so many different countries all over the world, it's going to take time to find out and identify who is deceased and who was injured, and then find out where they're from. So this is going to be a long investigation.
Chanley, do we have any more information on what caused the blaze? I think I saw the officials said they used the French phrase for backdraft, and how, you know, a flame may ignite some combustibles and it kind of ripped through it. Do we know any more about it?
We don't know an official cause. The authorities aren't saying yet, but as you said, there has been some local stations or reporters that have, I don't know if it's speculated or if they have some sources there that say maybe this was an explosion that possibly started with some pyrotechnics that were happening in the building, or even it started in the basement and then the fire, it was rapidly and violently spread throughout a building and a bar that held up to 400 people at this venue. So hundreds of people are affected by this.
Chanley, I know you say they're still trying to identify folks. Do you have any, has there been any report on Americans being there?
Not yet. We haven't had any word on that, but we could probably assume that, yes, there would be people from the U.S. there at this world-renowned ski resort in the Swiss Alps.
All right, Chanley Painter, thank you very much. We'll continue to follow this story. Hopefully we'll get an update from officials later today. But it's a great point. Americans certainly could have been there because this is a top destination in the Swiss Alps.
Yeah, it's tragic regardless. I mean, life is life and precious. But we're talking to an American audience who's sitting there maybe wondering about their loved ones and they were traveling abroad. But hopefully those in the hospital recover quick and the number stays where it's at.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it does give pause for concern. It was just after midnight that the fire broke out. You have to wonder if there was some sort of pyrotechnics to celebrate the new year, and you know, people were just there being joyful and celebrating, and then something like this tragedy occurs, and it's just not